Stock traders and investors, this is Jaycee the Guzman of Equilyst Analytics. Today is November 7, Monday. It's recess. The market is on recess, and I'm going to give you an update about the prevailing status or current status of the Philippine Stock Exchange Index as of the first half of trading today, Monday, November 7. The PSEI closed at 6,206.23. It's up by 0.33%. That's about 20.7 points, up by 20.7 points from the from the closing price last Friday. Let's plot the support and resistance of this index. The immediate support that I'm seeing is at 6,067. Let's say it's between 6,060 to 6,100, while the immediate resistance is pegged near 6,450 all the way to 6,500, within that range. If and when the index breaks below 6,060 to 6,100 to 6,060, we're expecting then the index to challenge a deeper support level near 5,700 to 5,730. Now, if it breaks above 6,450 to 6,500, we're eyeing 6,860 to 6,900 as the next resistance level. At this point, the PSEI is bullish in the short term as it is traversing the spot higher than the position of the 10-day simple moving average. MACD is also showing us a bullish score as it moves higher than its signal line. The MACD is also moving above the zero line. Erraticity wise, I would say that the PSEI is trading at a low erraticity level. This means that the day-to-day fluctuations of the indices score is not that erratic. So that's why I'm going to give this one a low erraticity or low risk level based on how I interpret the score that I'm seeing on the histogram of the 10-day historical volatility chart. This one, this. Okay, the score is at 18.10 as of today's recess. Now, let's take a look at the foreign investors' sentiment or participation on the PSEI. As of recess, the buy volume of the foreign fundies is at 615.07 million, while their selling activity is at 590.15 million. So, as of recess, they are net buyers. Now, looking at the portion taken by the foreign investors and the local traders on today's total turnover value, again as of recess, the first half of today's trading, 55% goes to the local traders and investors. The remaining 45% goes to the foreign fundies. So which of the sub-indices of the main bellwether index, the PSEI, is taking the lead as far as gain is concerned? So taking the lead is the property sector at 0.95%. It's up by 0.95%, followed by the mining and oil sector at 0.68%, followed by the holding sector at 0.46%. Meanwhile, the financials and services sectors are both on the negative side at negative 0.07 and negative 0.02% respectively. All right. So what are the most active and top traded stocks as of today's recess? So for the most active, I'm going to mention the top 5. Most active in terms of what? That's in terms of the total turnover value or the value column that you see on your screen right here. So the number one on the list is ICT, followed by BDO, followed by URC, then JFC, and lastly Ayala Corporation. Looking at the top traded, we're going to see almost the exact same names, led by BDO, followed by BPI, ICT, Converge, and SM Investments Corporation. Now for the worst losers, according to what? Worst loser based on the percentage change regardless of the size of volume and the total turnover value is NRCP, followed by FEU, APVI, PNX, and then ALCO. For the top gainers, the top 5 gainers according to the percentage change regardless of the value, regardless of the total turnover value and the size of the volume, is ECP or RECP, APC, Holcim, IPO, followed by ANI. So that's my halftime update for the Philippine Stock Exchange Index. For the first half of trading, it looks like everything is bullish. Apparently, our local index or local exchange piggybacks the weekend sentiment or the last Friday's sentiment for the international indices. How did I know? So going to Bloomberg's website at bloomberg.com, let's hover the cursor of the mouse on top of the markets sub-menu and then click on the stocks sub-menu. We see here that the Americas exchanges are all in green. They closed the week on the green zone, in the green zone. Same thing for the European, Middle East, and the African exchanges, and same thing for the Asia Pacific indices. All right, so last Friday, Nasdaq closed positively, up by 132.31 points, or that's 1.28%. S&P 500 went up by 1.36%. Dow Jones closed at it was up by 1.26%. New York Stock Exchange closed at 1.71%, and you can see the list on your screen right here. Okay, so this is a normal thing that we've witnessed several times in our local index. Most often than not, although not all the time, our local bourse piggybacks the prevailing international market sentiment for these international exchanges that I've mentioned to you. Okay, so let's see for the the last half of today's trading, if this positive sentiment can be carried over until the closing bell. So if you are one of the subscribers of Equilyst Analytics, please take note that you should always keep an eye on your trailing stop. Do not forget to do an upward adjustment on your trailing stop every time the prevailing price goes higher than your initial basis for computing your initial or previous trailing stop. That's the only way on how you can protect your gains. All right? So to those of you who are interested to be guided by me, you may subscribe to my stock market consultancy service, and we're going to have a one-on-one training, one-on-one discussion, one-on-one workshop. It's going to be an online thing regarding my evergreen strategy. So I am going to teach you on how to create your watch list, on how to find those stocks that are worthy to be added onto your watch list, how to confirm buy signals, what you should do next once those buy signals are spotted, how are you going to buy and sell logically and strategically. We're not going to weed out, we're not going to factor out emotions, but definitely we have to strike a balance between being data driven and not emotion centered, but we're still going to factor that in because that's part of your personality and psychology. But to balance things out, we have to be data driven. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. So it's on my website at equilyst.com. Visit the website to find instructions on how to subscribe to my stock market consultancy services. There you go. This has been Jaycee de Guzman of Equilyst Analytics, helping you learn how to preserve your capital, protect your gains, and prevent unbearable losses. Thank you, traders and investors.